Hi, as an introduction to our C# programming course, I would love to briefly explain about a computer, what it is, and the two parts of it. Basically, the official definition of a computer is that it is a device. It could be electronic or digital device that can be instructed to carry out sequences of arithmetic or logical operations automatically via computer programming. So our modern computers have the ability to follow generalized sets of operations called programs. These programs enable computers to perform an extremely wide range of tasks. So that's the official definition of a computer. It is an electronic or a digital device that can be instructed to perform a set of tasks using computer programming, which is basically the fundamental of our course. The computer is basically made up of two parts. There are two parts of a computer. There's the hardware part, there's the software part. The hardware part of a computer is composed of the computer components that you can basically touch, like the mouse, like the keyboard, the computer screen, and there are also internal hardware part like the microprocessors and the RAM, and those two internal hardware part of the computer, microprocessor and the RAM, would be the ones that would be talking about during the programming course, because they are important for every developer to understand how they work and how a computer uses them to perform all the tasks that they do perform. There are resistors in the hardware components of a computer, capacitors, there's a hard drive, and many more hardware components that you can find inside the computer. That's the hardware part of a computer. The hardware part of the computer composed of the touchable components of that computer. Anything that you can touch on your computer falls under the hardware part. And there's also a software part of a computer. That's the second part of a computer. The software part is composed of the applications that we use in a computer, or the applications that aid the applications that we use to be able to, for us to use the computer, because there are applications that are inside our computers, but we basically do not directly communicate with those applications, but through the use of other applications in those computers we are able to communicate with the computer. And I will explain momentarily what applications we use to communicate with the computer, and how the set of instructions inside those applications is carried out by the computer. So the software part of the computer is basically composed of two types of software: the system software and the application software. So what's the difference between these two? The system software are the set of instructions for the computer to execute, but system software basically communicate with the computer directly. So those are set of instructions that are directly executed by the microprocessor of the computer. The microprocessor of the computer will directly execute the set of instructions to perform any task, which are system software. So we have got application software as the second component of the software part of the computer. Application software are basically the bridge between the computer user and the computer. So the set of instructions inside the application software are basically relayed or are converted to a set of instructions for the computer to execute by the system software. So when you write a set of instructions for a computer to execute in any programming language, those set of instructions would be compiled, or during the execution of those set of instructions, there would be a conversion there would be a conversion of those set of instructions from the format that they would be in to a set of instructions that the microprocessor of that computer can understand, because different microprocessors use different set of instructions to perform the same task. So the job of the system software is basically take the set of instructions from the application software and convert them into a set of instructions that can be understood and executed by the microprocessor that is running those application software. So the types of application softwares that we have are word processors like Microsoft Word. We've got spreadsheet applications, we've got emails, we've got the browsers which we use to access the internet. Those are types of application softwares. The types of system software that we have are assemblers, are BIOS, basic input output systems, are bootloaders, which is used to load the operating system for the computer, and the most common system software available are operating system. Operating system falls under the system's software component of software part of the computer, because the set of instructions inside the operating system basically are directly executed by the microprocessor of that computer. So